other celebrities and higher up people. So I don't think people realize the fucking dying. And they're trying to get me. All right, today we're going to react to a video by Jim Breuer. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I think he was a comedian, but I've been seeing videos of his pop up in my recommended, and it has titles about stuff that I find interesting. So this one is called "This Is Bigger Than You Realize."
Speaking of the Matrix, I'm not touching the files. I'm not touching the Epstein files, and I'll tell you why. Everyone and their mother, you haven't seen nothing yet. That's number one. And this is all part of the circus. Why are they releasing part of it, not all of it? You know how many of these images that I saw personally many years ago? And you know how many times I sat there and I watched people watching certain TV shows and have a clueless. Like my kids will watch TV. They used to watch Ellen DeGeneres, right? And I'd go, you ever notice, I go, you know what Epstein's Island? You ever notice her background set looks just like the island? And they're like, Dad, you're such a conspiracy theorist. Every conspiracy theorist out there right now, all I'm going to say is, if you never believed in them, you better start talking to them, because the ones that already knew about this, I'm telling you right now, this is just wave number one. I don't know what they got lined up, but I'll tell you this. You okay over there? I'm just going to tell you this. From my standpoint, I've been praying to God for a very long time that humanity will start to be aware of this, no matter how horrifying it's going to be. In my honest opinion, it's about time that some humanity understands pure demonic evil truly exists, and it's in your society, and it's your politicians, left, right, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, all of them, all.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the people that came up with the divide and conquer tactic are geniuses, because everything's all about if you believe if ICE is doing the right thing or not doing the right thing, or if you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican. Like, none of that stuff really matters. It's just stuff to keep us regular people arguing so we don't unite about stuff. And then also the LN, yeah, like this stuff looks very similar. Yeah, a lot of the same colors, pattern. Maybe it's just overthinking, but I do think she's a very evil person, and she's one of those people that's involved with a lot of this stuff.
All of them, they're not your heroes. They're not your heroes. You're rock stars. You're not your heroes. You're athletes, the owners. You haven't seen, this is, you're just getting the tip of an iceberg. And I'm not sure.
And that's how I feel. And I feel like he wants to talk about more stuff, but when you're famous and you talk about this stuff, you end up committing suicide or having a heart attack, or you end up going missing. Like, a future video I want to do is about this guy named Isaac Cappy, I think his name is. He started exposing a lot of this stuff, and then he jumped off a bridge and killed himself. But he was talking about the pedophile rings and stuff like that, and that was, I think, like 6 or 7 years ago. So yeah, if you're famous and you talk about this stuff, they get you.
If some of you are ready for what's about to come, and this is what gets exhausting sometimes when you know this, and you tell it to people, and because they don't want to, they ask and they don't want to hear that information after they ask it because it's too much for them.
Yeah, like adrenochrome, child sacrifices, cannibalism. I feel like that's the stuff that he's probably talking about, and I don't think people understand the how big of a scale that stuff is happening. Like I feel like a lot of kids go missing from the border. I feel like a lot of kids go missing from like Ethiopia and just all over the place. It's a global thing. And right now with the Epstein stuff, it just kind of seems like it's affecting America and maybe like a couple other places, but it is a global thing.
They'll lash out at you and they'll call you a name, or they'll call you a whack job, or they'll call you a conspiracy or a stoner, or you're just whatever they want to call you.
And I feel like people lash out when you talk about this stuff because it kind of shatters your idea of reality, like the life that we're living. It puts people in a weird spot because that kind of happened to me when I started digging into this. That's one of the things that led me onto my spiritual journey because I feel like if there's evil like this happening, then there has to be a higher power on the good side. So, yeah, I think it just kind of messes up people's image of life to realize all of this shit is happening and they haven't thought about it up until this point. Like I feel like COVID did that to a lot of people, and I feel like this Epstein thing is going to do that to a lot of people. And then whatever other big info comes out after Epstein, because I do think the lies are starting to fall apart.
You know what it's like seeing tweets? You know, years ago, I'd see certain comedians put out tweets talking about pedophilia and talking about, you know, Christy Teigen. She put right out there.
Yeah, Christy Teigen, I think she's a disgusting person. I know she was making tweets about children and pizza, and her and John Legend, I feel like they're on some weird shit. She's one of those people that was posting a ton of crazy stuff, and then she deleted it all.
Tweets? She took them all down. Tweets that were, she basically telling you what she's into. This has been going on in your face for so long. And this is why I tell you it's all noise. The ICE, we're for ICE, we're against ICE. It's all manufactured, folks, to keep your eyes off of what they're going over here. You know, are you going to protest now? What are you going to do now? Just get angry and upset? What are you doing? What are you going to do with this information? Is anyone going to protest for children? Is anyone going to storm to the White House and drag people out of there? Is anyone going to start organizing and saying, we're taking over the world now? What are you going to do about it? Or are we still worried about left and the right and the Democrats and the Muslims? And it's all just well-planned, designed to take your morality out of you. You better get right with God, man. That's your only hope. I don't care what you said. And I'm not religious. I'm not what you call born again. I'm telling you, you better get right with God, love, consciousness, whatever it is, because you have no clue what's on the way. And until you tap out of this madness of watching the television, and what did anyone watch the Oscars? Was it the Oscars? What was on? Did anyone watch the Grammys? Why? Why? Who's sitting there going, I'm so glad they won an award? Is there seriously something wrong with you? Oh my God, what part of any. What's really funny, you know how many pedophiles in that room? And they're the ones going, we need to support the anti-ICE, the people, and we can't have people coming in here and creating more pedophilia and stealing children. We're against it. You know how many pedophiles in the room are.
Yeah, I remember seeing a clip of the Grammys and Chrissy Teigen was there, and I just thought, like, there's probably so many more pedophiles in that room.
Talking about that? They put the tweets out. They're out there for you to look at. Go look at Christy Teigen's tweets. Go look at your most famous people's tweets. It's all out there, right in your face. But you keep looking at the headlines. It's all madness. Well, what do we do about it? What do we do about it? You know the big movement, if you were to ask me, and I'm not saying you should do this, how do you stop this whole system? What drives it? Money. Money. Don't pay taxes. Don't pay taxes.
See, the shitty thing about that is you don't pay taxes and then you get locked up. So I feel like we're in a very, very weird spot to where it's hard to do stuff. Like, we're very close to letting them get away with it. And just like me, for example, I have a family, so like it's just hard to put yourself out there when you have people that you love, that you care about, that you don't want to lose. So we're in a shitty spot right now.
Watch how fast every politician be like, whoa. Don't pay taxes. What do you pay taxes for? Why do we pay taxes? To send money to the I country? To send money to other countries? TikTok already took us down. I need everyone else taking us down.
Yeah, I know there's some kind of quote about to find out who controls everything, all you have to do is figure out who you can't criticize. And I feel like that's going on right now with Israel.
I don't need Bibelicious over there going, he's talking about us again. Trump, do something. Can't you bomb Naples, Florida? Find this guy. Give us more money. Do something. I'm just saying. Why are we going to pay taxes? What can we do, Jim? What can we do? Stop paying taxes. They take our money. They laugh in your face. They give it to others. They create war. They create chaos. We're infiltrated. So we got to take care of one another. The minute you find out, forget your left, right, forget your Republican, Democrat, forget all that. Start taking care of one another and look at the real bad guys. The real bad guys are the ones causing all this. Now,
okay, yeah, so she deleted 60,000 tweets and made her profile private. This was in July 17th, 2020. Okay. I am going to jail over pizza. That was 12713 with all the pizza stuff going on. And I open up my laptop and I see that there's a pizza in my search bar. And then I got curious about that. And it is National Pizza Day today. I just feel like that's kind of bad timing for that. And then seeing little girls do the splits half naked is just, I want to put myself in jail. I'm about to Anthony Weiner this kid. I just saw a baby that looked like a porn star, like a trashy do-anything porn star. Is this wrong to think? Like, she deserves to be locked up. And I guarantee her husband knows shit too. I'm bored. Really want to watch kids give birth. Where can I watch teens giving birth? MTV. I mean, that doesn't make sense, but I'll try. It always weirds me out how strong little toddlers' tummies can look, and I'm aware of how absolutely disturbing that sounds. A belly and a t-shirt with a small sexy on it saying number one, duh. What does a guy wear to a toddler and tiara party? Kevin Shockey, nah, he just said the cleanest and best pleasure is to, but yeah, you get the idea on that. So yeah, I think she needs to be locked up. I think her husband needs to be locked up, and they're cool with a lot of other celebrities and higher up people. So I don't think people realize the fucking dying. And they're trying to get me.